All right. Welcome, guys. Welcome to Reseller Lunchbox. How's everybody doing today? I'm Ray, Triple R Collections. I sell a little bit of everything, mostly sports cards and memorabilia lately. But who's next?
I'll go next. I'm Lori. I'm the Happy Picker, and I also sell a little bit of everything. And I sell on all kinds of different platforms. Everything, I mean, I don't do live selling, but everything else.
Okay.
I'm Jay, Big City Flips. You can find me on Instagram and on YouTube also, and I pretty much sell anything I can get my hands on, like steel cassette tape. But
I have a good collection of cassette tapes.
Oh, wow.
I look for the high biased type 2s.
Yes.
Those are worth more than the type 1s.
and the metal.
So I'm Chad the Quirkypicker. I'm a everything seller. Been on eBay for 27 years from Lancaster, Pennsylvania.
It says,
And Lori's connecting.
yeah, it says they're reconnecting again. It's the
I
same.
can
It
hear
might be the
you.
same issue as last week.
I can see you. It just says reconnecting.
I, mm. Well, we'll see. If I get kicked out, I'll come back on my phone.
Okay. No problem. Yeah, I know. This is technology. I mean, I was having issues this morning even trying to get this rolling, and I tried to log in and connect. It wouldn't connect. Like it just would not let me in. And actually, I said something and I thought it was me, but then when I looked after I contacted Riverside support, they said something about that it was on their end, like it was something they were dealing with, and they were right on it. So I don't know.
Sounds like a user error.
Yeah, I don't. It could have been partially, but I mean, I got around it somehow. That's all that matters.
I try my best to keep up with technology for my elderly age, but
Yeah,
I don't know.
yeah, it's a lot to keep up with. I can't even keep up with it, and I mean, learning all this AI stuff is a lot too.
Mm.
Yeah.
I've been getting these ads for like AI courses and stuff coming through my feed.
Oh, she's gone.
Shoot.
Yeah.
Let's finish your sentence for her. Can you finish your sentence?
I don't know what her sentence was.
I've been getting a lot of these AI apps, to do some testing courses, and I probably don't really want to do them. I don't know if it's just AI made those courses and just telling me something that's garbage. I'm probably not going to do these apps.
Yeah.
And it's probably, I wonder if she comes back with what she's going to say.
Yeah.
It's always somebody trying to sell you something, it's like.
Yeah. AI is not that difficult, really. You just talk to it.
Yeah.
I guess unless you want it to like program things for you, then there's all these different AI, and everybody's talking about all the different AI platforms they're using. People who don't like ChatGPT now, they want to go to Gemini or something else, Claude, Van Damme. I don't know what they all are. Claude's just icky name, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know anybody named Claude?
No, I don't. Maybe from the 1920s.
That's going to be my firstborn's name. Claude.
Claude. I tell you,
Nice.
talking about AI. So my wife, we were going through some things yesterday and looking through eBay. And if you go into on your phone in my eBay and you go down to the shortcuts, there's an early access for scan cards. So you scan your sports cards. So after you scan a sports card, it comes up and it tells you how many are listed, how many have sold. It'll give you graphical lines on what they're trending at, what the last one sold at, and then they give you a population report on your like PSA card. How many? There's a PSA 10. There's only Pop 4 or PSA 9. So I think it's in early access, but I think it's a pretty good tool.
That's on what?
That's on eBay.
Really? Okay.
So if you go eBay in your phone, you go on eBay and go into my eBay, and it sets you up with your whole thing there. I don't know if you can see. And if you scroll up, it goes to where shortcuts is, and you're in early access on there for your card scanner. And then, so when you scan the card, it'll pop up with all the cards that have been listed or all the cards that have been sold, and you can hit that, and you can automatically it fills in, has everything filled in for you, except for the price and your condition of your card.
Huh. That's interesting. So I might not need
I see that.
I might not need list agent for what
Yeah, because you might not need it because eBay is using it.
Yeah. My both of my Buy It All co-hosts are here, so that that's going to be trouble.
Yeah.
We got Keith Vintage Sport Flips and Jimmy Old School Flips. He says I have been eating fluffernutters.
Yeah, you have. You have been eating fluffernutters, haven't you? He's got, where he's got his fluffernutters from. You probably got them from the Black Friday store.
No, well, in our chat, in our group chat for Buy It All, we were talking, and I had no idea. I just we've been talking about uncrustables, and then I said, what's the next best say? Like what else would you put besides jelly on your peanut butter and jelly sandwich? You know what I mean? Like, is there anything else? And I just said marshmallow. I didn't know there was a name for the actual sandwich. A fluffer.
Oh yeah, that's what fluffernutter. Yeah, I thought they made cookies that were called fluffernutters or something.
Well, there's Nutter Butters, right?
It was marshmallow and peanut butter together.
Oh yeah, I don't know.
Sounds like an elementary teacher's name, Mrs. Fluffernutter.
Mr. Fluffernutter. Yeah.
So, speaking of possible
raisins.
Good.
Yeah. He said, make sure you get the fluffer to nutter ratio correct. It's very, very important.
Yes. Is it 7-1?
You don't want more fluffer than nutter.
Yeah. I don't know.
Nutter tastes in your mouth.
No, I'd want more fluffer, definitely.
Yeah.
Less nutter.
Less nutter, more fluffer.
More fluffer. Mm-hmm.
What do you guys think in the chat? Less nutter, more fluffer, or more fluffer, less, or more nutter, less fluffer?
How long can we keep this going? Not much longer. Okay, you talked about a new feature eBay has. So a couple days ago, I was packing up items in my warehouse, and I sold a Jeep brand cooler with an FM radio built into it. I don't know if you've ever seen these before. I don't know. They hold maybe, 12 cans of soda. It's about that size. And as I pick up the item, bring it over to my shipping station, I get a message from eBay. Buyer wants to cancel their order. And it was for that item. So I'm thinking I'm going to quick box this up. I'm going to do a Tim over the years, OTY it. Box it up before I can hit cancel. But when I went to print I didn't box it, but when I went back to the screen to print the shipping label, that option was gone. I couldn't even ship it. It didn't let me.
You got to go into somewhere else and get it.
I just thought maybe they made it so as soon as someone puts a cancel in, if you haven't shipped it yet, it's not going to allow you to ship it. Do you know is this a thing or?
It's a thing.
You've
take
heard of
it
this?
off.
Okay.
Yeah, they take it off so you can't see it on your shipping page, but you can go in the back end and be able to ship it. You can do shipping label, and you can cancel. You can go ahead and cancel the cancellation. You don't have to accept the cancellation.
Yeah, you can just deny it, and then it'll yeah, if you deny it, it'll pop back up.
Well, I think maybe that's a good idea from eBay, because let's say you're the buyer and you decide you want to cancel something and the label hasn't been printed yet. Why not just automatically do it? What would be the harm? If you haven't printed the label yet, then you're not out anything, right? And you open yourself up to a risk of returns.
Mm-hmm.
So I just think maybe that eBay should do something like that.
I mean, I will tell you, sometimes, it always happens when they want to cancel an order when I have the object out or it's already packed up and I haven't printed the label out. I go ahead and I send it out anyway, and I have yet to get a return on anyone who put in a cancellation that I just shipped the object in.
Right.
But I mean,
but I would have shipped it for sure, but I didn't find the option to ship it anymore.
I mean, the thing is, you're not look. So if this, I do this all the time. And I follow what Keith Vintage Sport Flips does. This is his thing. Like, if he's put any effort towards like packing that item up or pulling where it was and all, you know, good luck. It's going to be canceled. Like, I mean, it's not going to be canceled. You're just going to go ahead and ship it.
That's right.
And so I'm following what that whole idea. And if the buyer does return it, you got to think they're the ones that usually, I mean, unless they lie on an INAD, you know, that's the only thing. You're risking that. But I haven't had anybody lie yet. Like, you know what I mean? I'm going to knock on some wood. Yeah. Nobody's lied yet. They will return it. They're out of the shipping costs to and from, you know.
Yep. But there she is.
Lori's back.
I'm back. You guys need another different co-host, apparently, because I'm not very good at this.
It's technology. You can't knock that. It happens. Every good podcast has technology issues.
Right. You get 10 episodes to figure it out. Where are we at? 9? This is episode 9, 8?
Yeah. There we go.
So Jimmy says you have to deny the cancellation, but I don't think I denied it, and I didn't approve it. I'm pretty sure. I don't remember clicking on either one of those options. It was on my phone. So then I went back to my PC and went to the option to even print it. It wasn't even in my queue of items to ship that day. It was gone. So I don't know, Lori, if you were listening while you were connecting.
Oh, no, I didn't. I missed it.
Okay. Well, you can just pretend. You want to finish your sentence, your AI sentence, your emails and your AIs?
Oh.
We tried to finish it for you.
Well, just that I feel like there's probably a lot I could learn and be better at using it, maybe, but I don't want to pay for it.
Right.
I looked into it just to see what the course was for AI, and it was like $40 a month, and no thanks.
Right. You could pay $20 a month to Chat GTP and just tell it to, can you teach me everything there is to know about AI?
Yep.
There you
And you
go.
can just talk to it all day.
That would be better.
YouTube University.
Right. But what do you want to use AI for? Do you have any ideas? Or
Oh, I don't know. I just thought maybe it could help with content or just even my listings, or, I mean, I don't know. Just, I want to kind of be on the forefront of what we could do with it, maybe.
I mean, that makes sense. There's a lot you can do with AI, and I don't even think we've even grasped, like, you know, we're barely even in touching what, you know, what we can actually do. So
it's gonna get crazy, I think.
Yeah, I mean, it's wild. And
you think that's
there's
you think that's why eBay laid off 800 people because of AI? So what is it? Customer service jobs, you think? Does anyone know? Have they ever said what departments?
I actually asked my Amazon Echo earlier today, and she said it was it's seller support. So we have less support now, which is scary.
Great.
That means they don't want as many people calling in, or those are programmers behind it. I don't, you know, that's still kind of vague.
Well, from what they said too is that the idea is that they're trying to move forward to trying to connecting us sellers as a community, and where they're going to have more live like events or conferences and stuff like that we join to try to listen and we'll see what's going on and what kind of help we need. Like, I don't have time for that. I want to be able to just call you up on my own time whenever I need help.
Yeah, eBay customer service I thought was bad, but gosh, other customer services can be worse. Have you guys had any experience with Mercari?
Nope. I mean, not their customer service.
Yeah. I mean, they run like such a script at first when you contact them, and it might take me like 3 or 4 times to get them to actually respond something that's going on. I'm having issues with getting my 1099 from them. I can't. They're saying because well, it's weird. I don't understand. I'm confused. Poshmark gave me a 1099. And what it says on Poshmark is for the state of Maryland, if you made at least $600, that's what it says on Poshmark.
Yep.
Because there's different states have different regulations with this. But
is it really?
yeah,
it was always
if
600.
I should find it on Poshmark and I'll go back over it later. But and I sent the whole screenshot of what Poshmark said to Mercari, and then they just ignored me. They didn't even say anything back. They're like, no, we're not even going to help you. We told you what their policy is, and they're not going to give me one, I don't think. So, let me see.
What's everybody having for lunch?
Oh, I'm having a burrito.
Ooh, that's something.
Nothing.
Well, no. You're not going to eat, or you just haven't eaten yet?
I'm not going to. I'm going to eat, but just not yet.
I mean, I got Tostitos and nacho cheese.
I got my wife's homemade soup. I think it's cheeseburger soup. She makes soup every week. Every once in a while, she sells it on Facebook to friends.
Oh,
Really?
She sold 22 quarts a couple weeks ago.
Wow.
We did a fundraiser for my son who's going to Disney for band. And so a lot of people paid. She suggested price was $10 a quart, but most people paid more. But it was pretty good soup.
That's a great fundraiser.
Yeah. I mean, it's like $1,700 total he had to raise.
Wow.
Yeah. For a trip to Disney? Wow. Yeah.
The band is going to Disney. They're going to play there. I think on the Saturday before.
A lot of cheeseburger soup.
Yeah, really.
Well, that was Toscana, Zuppa Toscana, like at Olive Garden.
Yeah, Zuppa.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But every week she makes like, I don't know, 10 quarts for our family, and my 5-year-old pretty much eats soup. That's about it.
You just sell
for the most part.
It's all Facebook Marketplace, have a side hustle.
Well, she doesn't want to make it for a living.
No. That's cool though.
So here's what Poshmark they say is like, what is it? Arkansas is 2,500, New Jersey is 1,000, Illinois is 1,000 plus gross sales and 4 transactions. So as long as you sold 4 items, I guess. DC, Massachusetts, Maryland, Mississippi, Virginia, and Vermont are $600. As long as you sold $600.
One state is sold 4 items?
Yeah,
or money plus 4 items?
It's 1,000 plus 4 items.
Okay, 1,000.
1,000 and. So, but yeah. But I don't understand. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut anybody off. What were you saying?
No, I just was going to say I just started on my taxes yet. Just this last week.
I gave mine to my accountant. I gave mine to my accountant Sunday night. And my accountant, her and her 2 daughters, they like to do puzzles. So whenever I buy vintage puzzles, I take them over to their house, drop them off, and then when they're done, they take photos of them, and if it didn't have a box, like some 1940s puzzles, maybe they'll take measurements and everything for me, and then I'll just pick them up next time I go to their house. I mean, they live close to me, but I put this puzzle on Instagram this week that I sold. I listed it Sunday night. It sold Monday morning for $75. It was a 1940s wooden puzzle. So if you go on my Instagram, you can see which puzzle it was. But vintage puzzles, especially wood ones, they're pretty good money in them. But you got to find them. I went to a yard sale. Go ahead.
No, I don't think I know what the wood ones are like. I don't know if I've seen those.
Well, a lot of puzzles from the 30s, 40s, even maybe into the 50s. Some of the companies made wood instead of cardboard puzzles.
Oh.
So, and that might be hand cut even. But I went to a yard sale 2 summers ago. Maybe, yeah, it was in the summer. This lady had 30 to 40 puzzles for 75 cents each. And I got there at 11 o'clock in the morning. So it was almost over. Like nobody else bought them. So I just bought everything. I bought all the puzzles. And this was one of them. So I paid 75 cents, sold it for $75. That's what, 1,000 times my investment.
Yeah, that's sweet.
And I've sold a lot of others between $20, $30.
Yeah, there are some good puzzles out there, that's for sure.
Yeah.
We went to a sale a couple years ago where it was a garage sale, and it was somebody was cleaning out their mom's estate or something, and she bought puzzles, and there must have been 500 puzzles, maybe more. There were so many puzzles, it was insane. But a lot of them were sealed and new.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Were they Thomas Kincaid type puzzles? Scenery?
There was a variety. I mean, it was just crazy. And I picked up, I don't know, a handful of new ones. And the new ones do sell pretty regularly. They're not fast sellers that I've,
right.
At least mine weren't.
Like what's the Bolo brands for puzzles?
Oh man. Depends
I don't know
on
if
the
there's
age.
a Bolo brand.
Yeah. Like, okay, about maybe during the pandemic, I went to a yard sale, and a guy was selling his father's Charles Wasaki puzzles. You know what those are? They're like a blue box. He does a lot of like Americana.
Yeah.
And so he was selling them out of the back of his van, and they were stacked up in the van. So I'm like, he wanted like $5 each. I said, how much if I take them all? And he said, how about $2 each? So I bought all of them. Yeah, there was like 75. And I sold one of the puzzles for $75. But that was during the pandemic. But the ones you want to look for is like Halloween. The Halloween Charles Wasaki. If you can find those, they're pretty good money. Maybe you could probably.
That makes sense.
So it's more about the artist than the brand. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. What's on it? How old it is? Is it complete? I have some Disney puzzles from the 50s, and there's not a lot of profit in those. I think they just mass produced them. Even though I was searching on eBay and there wasn't that many of the particular puzzle that I was selling, it was still going to bring maybe $15 to $20, and it was missing a bunch of pieces. And I'm like, just throw it away. Unless somebody needs that one piece, and I sell it as like a puzzle. I've thought about that. If there's a puzzle out there and everybody's missing pieces, just say, what piece are you missing? Would you pay $5 for one piece?
Yeah, but
I can't even imagine.
How would you know the exact piece that you're missing? How would you
exactly?
Well, I took a picture, like the Disney puzzles that I'm working on. I found a complete shot of the entire puzzle, and when I zoomed in, the pieces it was cut exactly the same. So I knew, like, when I picked up a piece of my puzzle, I could look at the completed puzzle and I knew where that piece went.
Okay.
So
So you're talking like, okay, I had the bottom right half of Mickey Mouse's ear.
Well, I could zoom in on, like, if somebody's selling it and it's like missing one piece, I can zoom in to see which piece they're missing, and I could say, hey, I have this piece. You want it?
Okay.
They might consider it.
Yeah. Hey.
Pocket Change Podcast says on the chat there, that when he in regards to eBay not allowing me to ship my item because the cancellation was opened up right before I was getting ready to ship it. He said that you can't deny the cancel. It was not an option. He just had this happen. I had on this week the same thing. All I could do was accept the cancellation. I couldn't ignore it and then ship the item. So maybe this is a new change that eBay made, but
I don't know. I mean, the only
they, like,
thing I can think of is if it was an INAD, like that's the only time you can't deny a cancellation. Or not an INAD, or
not INAD.
No, if it would I think they get a set amount of time. Maybe, I don't know, but if it's all week, maybe if they immediately put in a cancellation, I have no idea.
No, it was at least 2 days later.
Yeah, then I don't know.
From the time of the order. So, Lori, I had the item in my hand, getting ready to ship it on eBay. I hadn't printed the label yet, and I hadn't done the measurements in the box. But as I had the item in my hand on my shipping table, a message came in on eBay saying that the buyer wanted to cancel. So I thought I would quickly ignore the message and get it shipped and then say it's too late, I already shipped it. But that wasn't an option. It took away the option for me to
print the label. Huh.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I've ever had that. I don't know that I've ever had to try to do that before, so I don't know if that's new or not.
Well, and it doesn't happen very often to me where I usually just accept every cancellation, but I'm not normally in the middle of shipping when it comes in.
Right.
I'm usually like at home at night or something.
So have you guys been, are you aware, if you're selling on Mercari, of their promotion they're doing right now with $4.99 shipping?
We talked about that last week, didn't we?
Did we talk about it?
Briefly. Yeah, we briefly did.
Have you guys seen an uptick in your sales there?
No,
I don't have that many items though.
So the reason I want to say that there isn't an uptick is because it's from what I see, it's only applying to newly listed items.
Right. Yeah.
Oh,
I don't know. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's attributed to that or not, but my sales have quadrupled on Mercari.
Wow.
Mercari, Mercari used to be an occasional sale here and there, a couple of weeks maybe, not a lot. But I've had like 20 in the last 10 days, so a couple every day.
Wow. They're not newly listed, right?
Some of them
They're
are.
Not, but the ones that weren't, did it still charge the right amount of shipping?
I need to look at that because I had one that I shipped today that only charged $4.99 and it wasn't a new item, so I don't know. I need to look at that. It's not supposed to be. You're supposed to have to delist them and relist them, I think.
Mm-hmm.
But
yeah, I love how they put all that work on us. Make us do the work.
Well, I'm wondering what's going to happen at the end of this time period where all those things are. What's it going to default to? Just the same, like if I'm doing FedEx $4.99, it's going to default to FedEx whatever the actual cost is, I assume.
Yeah, that exactly, and that's why all my newly listed items, I'm actually not even selecting that too. So the only thing I'm doing is it's not any difference when I do baseball cards or trading cards or anything like that. I'm doing the 49 cents shipping, but that's just good. It's the same service, so it's just going to go up to 74 cents. So it's not going to matter. And actually, I mean, the cool thing too with the 49 cent. The trading cards, actually, even if a card, if it was 3 ounces, it doesn't matter. It's still going to be 49 cents, which would be like over $1 if it was 3 ounces, which no cards even weigh that. But
So I guess it is, if you're charging $10 for an item and it's costing you normally $7 to ship it, and let's say Mercari drops the price down to $4, well, the buyer's getting a deal, but when the price goes back up again, it's just back to normal. So what didn't we talk about? It wasn't we didn't want to do it because it would alter the price.
mm-hmm.
Or are you offering free shipping on Mercari or what?
Wow. I charge shipping.
Okay. Like calculated shipping?
Well, that's a whole nother thing, because you know how usually you can adjust a label on most platforms when you go to ship it. If it's not like if you estimated how much it was going to weigh and what the size was on eBay, you just adjust it and you buy the actual label. On Mercari, there's no option to adjust the label. So I ran into a couple problems this week where my box ended up being like just over that pound mark where it split. I can't adjust the label, so I can ship it, but I'm going to get dinged with that charge in the end. I don't know how much that is. I don't know the way they do it, but you can just opt to charge your own shipping fee rather than use their labels. But it's still a guessing game because you don't know who's going to buy it and where they're located. So I don't know.
Yeah, I don't like playing shipping games with guessing. Yeah. That's why with eBay it's like calculated.
Yeah.
If you live in Alaska, I'm not getting ripped off.
Right, exactly.
And if you live down the road from me, I don't need to make $10 extra on you if I'm just guessing at my shipping cost or charging a flat fee.
Yeah.
Oh, I get it.
Yeah. I do like on Mercari that if you sell a bundle of something and say it's like it makes it over the weight, then your label that you're given is they'll automatically give you a whole new label. They might even upgrade you from. They used to upgrade like with trading cards. Well, I mean they still do this, but I do the standard envelope and it would upgrade me to Ground Advantage. If somebody was buying a bunch of cards, but in other instances, if you have like heavier items and the weight or whatever, they kind of just guess, which is weird. They like add all your weights together from all those items, and then that's what the price or whatever the label is sometimes, or it's just sometimes off. Right. But if there's ever any reason for a bundle, if it's over the weight on the label, they take care of it.
They cover it, right?
So as long as it's a bundle.
Yeah.
Yep.
They take
that is nice.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Right, because if something's 8 ounces and that includes the box, and you sell 5 of them, they're adding in the weight of the box to each item when they estimate. But really, you could use the exact same box.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. But sometimes I don't know. Sometimes you're just off. Like I don't understand.
They're off. They're calculating.
Yeah.
I agree. Well, and I had another Mercari issue this week where I sold a bundle and the person received the bundle and didn't like one of the things in the bundle, said it wasn't as described, which I beg to differ, but regardless, she opened a return, and I don't know how returns are supposed to work on bundles, but it's been over a week now, and it just still says Mercari is reviewing it. And usually it doesn't take more than a day or two for them to review a return request. So yeah. So I don't know. I don't know if they're going to allow the return on one item. They're going to make them return the whole bundle. I don't know how that works.
It to me, it sounds like they pulled eBay and let go a bunch of workers of seller support. Also,
Yeah.
I was going to say the same thing.
Yeah. Yeah. I tried to call them. They have a number, a customer service number, unlike some platforms, but I sat on hold for 10 minutes and then they said, sorry, you've been on hold for so long. Please try contacting us online. And
I think that number is actually new. They didn't used to have that number.
oh, yeah.
But I mean, if they're not going to be there, they're going to
I
go
know.
for too long. What good is?
Yeah. I mean, do I call back and try again? Do I? I don't know.
Yeah, it's wild.
You guys had any great sales or anything recently?
I have.
$75 puzzle.
Oh yeah, that's pretty great. 75 cents into 75.
Yeah.
Let me see.
I'm selling off my books.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, find more money.
No more money. Just the $100 bill, the $10 bill, the $2 bill, and the $1 bill. So
that's still pretty nifty.
120, 13.
Trying to see.
Yeah.
I had a couple okay sales like this week. Like I sold an $80 3DO game. Gex. I sold a $70 controller adapter for another video game. I sold a G.I. Joe for $80. I sold a Dragon's Lair, a video game, a PS5 from Limited Run for $140.
Nice.
Yeah, and that was a pretty decent sale. We were on Thursday from last week. We were on, and I talked about some magic tricks, and from a magic trick place, one of the biggest in the United States, they closed down, and I got some magic tricks from it. And one of the bins I went through, I had some of the magic tricks that I picked from 4 years ago, and I listed that magic. I listed the magic trick for $30, and it sold that night. So, and that was a decent sale. I mean, something that I had for a while, but those are just the most decent stuff that I had.
I had on Etsy. I had a pretty cool sale. It's a 1966 Washington D.C. radio station that's no longer around, but it's their top hits list for that year. I guess they probably had it at the station, and they would go down and look at all their top hits. But it's signed by all the hosts of the radio station.
How much did I get for? Did you say?
$56.
Nice.
So I mean, honestly, I think it was in somebody's like pile of like old newspapers and stuff like that. When I bought it, it was like scrapbooks and newspapers, this stuff that didn't even look like it had too much value. And I kind of went through. I'm like, wait a minute, there's a bunch of autographs on here, and so it's pretty cool. But what do you think? Here, I'm gonna go in here because it has the top hits of 1966.
Oh gosh.
All right.
I'm not probably the person to ask.
Let's see if anybody can name at least one of the bands. We'll just go by bands in the top 10.
Beatles.
The
Beatles?
In 1966.
Yes. In 1966.
Yeah, I would say
The Beatles were probably 5 of them.
Elvis Presley.
Nope.
No.
The Beatles were 5 of them.
The Beatles don't even hit. No, they hit number 17.
wow.
So they weren't as popular in 1966. They weren't in the top 10.
I don't even know.
Yeah.
No Chubby Checker.
Man, I don't know.
Then we got
50s or that's 50s. 60s.
I'll go down
Okay,
the top.
name number 10.
All right,
Start at the
so
bottom and work your way up
and
to number 1.
Supremes.
Oh, the Springs.
Okay.
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 Young
Donna
Rascals.
Summer. Wait,
Yeah.
It's
What
just
song would that have
this
been?
one's weird. It's just like it says a question. It has a question mark in the Mysterians. Never heard. Johnny Rivers. Nancy Sinatra.
Huh.
Monkeys.
Okay.
Hey, with the monkey.
There's one.
I'm a
Yeah.
believer. Daydream Believer.
Yeah.
Yeah, what was the Monkeys top song? It was
Daydream
Collapse.
Believer or I'm a Believer.
Clarksville.
I'm a believer. I can see her if I...
Last Train to Clarksville. Okay, yep.
What is that? I can't even read that one. It might say Mamas and Papas.
The mamas and the papas.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, mama choked on a hot dog and died, wasn't it? Or a ham sandwich, wasn't it?
Really?
Really?
Is that
Yeah,
before
he
Peter,
died.
Paul, and Mary?
She choked on a ham sandwich.
All right. And here's the
Yeah,
top 3. We got
Three Dog Night. Three Dog Night? No, that's probably
Nope.
70s.
no
60s.
New Vanderbilt or Vanderbilt.
One hit wonder.
Percy Sledge
Percy Sledge. All right.
and Association is number 1.
No. No.
Sister
Monkeys are about
Sledge.
the only one I
Was she one of the Sister Sledge? What was number 1?
Association.
never even heard of them.
What'd they sing? They had a big hit. Can't tell you what it was, but
I can't believe
chat?
Elvis was.
anybody in the chat?
I'm so young. I don't even recognize like most of these, so it's really really bad. Rolling Stones. They're all the way down at 22.
Wow.
What song they have?
66.
Black Door.
Um,
Early
was it?
Stones.
Paint It Black.
Yeah. And when the black door.
Okay.
That
was a war.
Black. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like a Vietnam War song.
I don't know. I just thought that was neat, and the singers are probably what. I don't know. I wonder if it was just that it was a old top 100 list, or if it's because it was also signed by those hosts. But it's staying here in Maryland, which is pretty cool.
That is cool.
Keep it there.
Yeah.
So, I shared in one of the earlier episodes about that stereo that I sold. I sold it as parts, and then I realized the fuse was blown.
Yeah.
And so I canceled the guy's order. He paid $60 for it. I canceled his order. He gave me a negative feedback, even though I gave him all his money back. He wasn't out anything. But anyhow, so yesterday I had all day to work on my electronics, and I'm like, okay, it's time to. I knew the fuse was blown, so I put a new fuse in it, and I turned it on, and it instantly blew the fuse again. And I'm like, oh no. So I tried it one more time, because when I plugged it in, it was turned on by accident. I didn't realize it. So I shut it off, plugged it in, put a new fuse in, turned it on, blew the fuse. So now I got to sell it for parts.
That
But
stinks.
I listed it for $100, and I just got a $75 offer. So originally I had a $60 offer that I was going to sell for. So I'm like, do I take the $75 offer, or do I just hold out for $100?
Take the $75 offer.
Take the offer. Take the offer.
Offer.
I don't
A
know.
bird in the hand is worth more than two in a bush.
Yes, it is. It's a mint condition on the outside. Like it's perfect on the front, which is
On the
rare for an
inside,
old stereo like that. So I think I should take a $75 offer, man. So, last week I talked about Hot Lunch Reseller said he counter offered every offer in the middle.
Yeah.
Right.
And
Yeah.
then said, will you meet me in the middle? So I tried that. I got an offer yesterday, On a $10 item, they offered me 6. I counter offered at 8. They didn't take it.
Mm.
So,
Mm.
but he said,
It always kills. It always
I don't know
kills
if you
me
were
when
part of
like
it, Lori.
I heard that, and it kills me that people
Okay.
like walk away over $2.
Yeah,
Like,
does me
I
too.
guess you don't really want it that bad, but
Well, it goes. I mean, I don't know. So this kind of happens like both ways, and I get this a lot with some of the lower dollar stuff, and people are like, "Oh, it's only $5. It's only $2, whatever like that." But that's when those dollars count more sometimes
right.
in the lower. But people use that phrase like, "Oh, but it's only $2. Come on, you can afford that." I'm like, yeah, but then now I'm not making anything if I do that sometimes. On the low price, I might already marked it down because I'm already trying to get it out, you know?
Yeah.
But
No, you're right though. Those lower dollars, and those are the worst buyers too.
They
The
are
most critical and biggest complainers.
100%.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm asking 100. The guy just sent me a $75 offer. So the middle of that would be another $12.50. 87. Should I counter offer 87 and say meet me in the middle? I'm going to counter offer 85 and say meet me in the middle, but that's not technically the middle.
It's still a good counter.
Yeah. I'm going to counter offer at 85.
All right, go for it.
I don't know if I sell it today. I just listed it yesterday. So
this is why I like having my whole entire store on sale now. When I mark it down 20%, I can I already have it on sale. I'm already offering a discount. And so it kind of gives me a little more leeway in negotiations. I'm like, well, I'm already offering a discount. I mean, I'll go a little bit more if it helps, you know.
Yeah.
You do that.
But whenever I put my store on sale, every time I list a new item, like an hour later, that item's on sale. It includes the item in the sale. Then I have to go and say, remove this item from the sale.
But you could do that when
Is there a box I need to check
or
something?
Yeah. When you go do sale, when you put your store on sale, you can, there's a thing where you don't have to add it as the item comes on or moves over. Like say if I put something like 180 days to 365 days, those items are at 25%. I can there's a switch on there where you don't have to, like say if it's at 179, the next day it goes to 180 days, it won't go to that percentage sale that I have on there. There's a box in there as you pick the dates.
Yeah.
And under that there's a box that says
isn't it like to include skipped items or something like that?
Include skipped items.
Yeah.
Yep.
But what's that mean? What's a skipped item?
Yeah, I don't know what is there.
So you when you click that, that's so when it goes over, it doesn't add it into it. That's what a skipped item would be.
I usually run a sale and then I say exclude items and then I sort it by what's newly listed on my store, and you check all the ones you want to exclude. So I just exclude like up to 90 days or 60 days or whatever. Anything that's been on my store less than 60 days, I exclude from the sale.
Yeah, I just do days on site. So when I go in, I'll run 3 different sales on there. And a lot of times I'll go a year and more, and then it'll be the higher sale. And I'll go a half a year to 364 days, be less than, say 20%. And then everything that's a day and above, I run it at, a smaller percent. And then anything new that I list, it won't go on sale at all. So, but we all
Are
do
you
it.
guys are you always running a sale?
No, not now.
I've noticed I'll run.
I did last week
on Friday, and it ends Sunday night, because when you get, especially on stuff that you have just sitting around, your sales will boost. Since I've been doing that the last couple months, my sales will boost over the weekend, and run a short period sale. I won't run that sale really long. I'll run it short, because sometimes you get, and the buyer said they'll see, I only have a short time. I want this item, but there's only a short time to grab it. If I get, because the sale's about to end, if I can get 25% off this item, let me do it. And that's how I run my sales.
So doing that, you create that sense of urgency.
Yep. I create a sense of urgency by doing it.
Yep. Forgot to plug in my phone. Yep.
I don't know. I haven't had a ton
I'm gonna
of luck with
flip
my
over.
sales.
I'm going to flip over to Bluetooth. And I tested this out a couple days ago, and I got really loud. So I'm on this new Yaling BH71. It's just an earpiece with a noise-canceling mic. So I think when I unplug this, let's see if I turn it. No, just bear with me.
But I don't know. I always have my whole entire store on sale now as much as I can. Like, I mean, I have a bunch of different sales. Like, I usually put 2,000 items in each sale at a time. So at least there is stuff ending, you know what I mean, coming off sale, creating, I guess, a little bit of sense of urgency. Like, towards the end of each sale, I might get like a little bit of a boost because it's notifying, hey, this is going off sale soon. But I raised my prices up all my prices last year. I raised it up 30%, and now I offer 20% off my entire store as much as I can. So it acts, you know, and plus, well, it's because what I've learned and what I've been told is that when you have a sale on and then you're doing promoted listing, I mean, because why wouldn't you promote a sale? You know what I mean? Like any other store, if you're just doing promoted listings and you're not even running a sale, what's the point of doing promoted listings? To have them show them what you have in your store? I mean, so I guess I'm kind of getting both, even though it's actually probably it's a little more because I'm not even doing the 30% off. I'm doing 20% off after I raise the prices 30%. So I'm actually making a little bit more on each item than I was, and it still gives me room to negotiate. And if I want to even run a 30% off sale, I can.
Yeah, I've noticed it works certain ways. Like for the one store we run, I won't promote anything, but we'll put a nice sale on, and that seems to work its way. We did try to promote some listings, which were good, and it just didn't seem to bite as much. This store here, I promote everything except for the new stuff, and then I'll promote new stuff after 90 days. But it seems, and it really picks up. Like, I only promoted 5%, but when I do my sales, I'll go to where I'm willing to accept. So, like, if I got this movie, Train Spotting, on Blu-ray, I'll put it on. If I'm willing to accept at a certain area of time, say my first sale, say if it's a $10 Blu-ray, but I'm willing to really accept $7.50, I'll know that's 25% off. I'll do 25% off, and I don't care. So I'll do 20% plus my 5. It takes 20. That's 25%. That's the lowest I'm willing to accept. That's just an example, but it works for some people and it doesn't. Like yesterday, with just a new sale we put on the other store, we sold 15 things just from last night, and I mean, that's pretty good. I mean, and that's with not promoting anything. It's just a sale what we're willing to take. So,
I definitely
Gotcha. Hey, can you hear?
Mm-hmm.
can hear you. Yeah.
Can you hear? Am I too loud?
You're
Ray might have to adjust my volume if I'm too loud. I'm talking quietly, but if I talk loud right there, that's loud. Is that too loud? Is that overpowering?
You're a little louder, but I can.
Also, does this mute?
Oh, there you go.
I'm muted then.
Mhm.
You didn't hear me when I was muted, but even though I don't mute myself in Riverside, I'm still muted because of the headset.
Okay. Cool.
Can't hear you now.
Nope.
Got it. Now you can. All right.
Now I can.
So I can mute and unmute myself if I want to make a comment. I'm going to go dark, but I'm still going to listen.
All right. Cool.
Right. But there's no noise and background noise, right? It's pretty good at noise canceling.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Can you hear me snapping my fingers?
Yeah, I hear that.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Well, we'll see.
We'll figure out. Hey Jay.
Yeah.
How's the update? Is there any update on your eBay live selling?
Oh yeah, we finished doing the contract yesterday, and we go into onboarding Monday of next week. So you have to sit down and go through like a class. Then I guess they teach you, they tell you all the rules, they teach you everything. Then there's videos you can watch, and they teach you how to do it. And they change your whole app. So the app, when you go on your phone, it's different than when you originally have it. Like if you're not an eBay live seller, and so then you get to know your what I call a handler, is somebody who, I guess, you go with any questions or they help you out and they want you to do things. So we'll probably be Friday next week. Probably go live our first time.
Oh wow,
So,
that's awesome.
Yeah.
So what are you going to be selling live?
We're going to do our first show is going to be nothing but clothes. We're going to do.
Okay.
We got like Reebok stuff, shoes, hats. So we're just going to go. They say the sweet spot to be on there is 90 minutes, but if everything's going well, we're going to stay at as many hours as we can. I'm going to see how that works. So, yeah, I'm excited. I think it's a little bit more different than what. It's not as much different as whatnot. What I mean is, get to have a fresh start over again for live selling. So I think there's more buyers than there are sellers on that platform. So I should have did it the way I did whatnot when I first was on there. Had plenty of buyers and I had a crowd, and I just kind of stopped and slowed down and was doing other things. This time I'm going to take advantage and make sure that I stay on it and stay on that platform and just keep going. So I don't want to lose traction.
Okay. Yeah. How did you get an invite to be part of it, or did you reach out? How did you end up doing that?
Well, we we got it through my brother and I's eBay store, a company we have. It's called 1-800-THE-DEAL. And he put in an application for it. I don't know how he did it. He put an application in for it. And then they called him. They wound up calling him back. And they do an interview. And apparently they go check everything they can. They can background check you and do all the other stuff they do. And then they'll call you back, and then they'll hit you with a second interview and tell you everything is good. And then they take their time, and then they send you over a contract. They'll tell you the terms. Like, the best thing about it is it's not really supposed to talk about it, but but it's only 8%. So there's no insertion fees, nothing. You pay 8%, and that's it. Yep.
That's cool.
Well, that's done.
Yeah, don't talk about it. I don't want you getting
Don't
kicked
talk
off.
about it.
You don't get picked off.
Before you even get started.
No. Don't want that to happen.
No.
But it's cool. I'm excited. I really am. It's like I said, I'm gonna stay with my traction. I had traction on whatnot, and then just for some reason got busy with other things and stopped doing shows, and I'm not gonna let that happen with eBay Live. So
That's awesome.
that was eBay calling. Like we
They
heard.
heard.
Look, I think you just got yourself a boss. That's what you did.
Yeah, he just got himself a boss. So he's like,
you don't have a handler. You're working for him now.
But it's kind of cool. We have a lot of things put together. Like we bought video game collections. We haven't really done too much with, and we're gonna run that stuff off. And it sells for $2 a piece. I don't care. I've got all my money back from everything that I've ever done. I'll do housewares, collectibles. So, I mean, we're going to do a kind of mix of categories, but Yeah, it's going to be fun. And we're going to hire somebody to kind of run it pretty much all day. And then we're doing sports cards too, and Pokemon. So that's really high and valuable. So I want to catch that grip for a minute.
Well, I mean,
So stay busy.
Sounds like a good plan to get rid of your 400,000 death pile.
Yeah, well, we're gonna be super buying because I have somebody who can get me pallets of shoes, like brand new Adidas. And you see those people selling brand new shoes all day on like Whatnot. That's what we're going to do. So I'm going to be buying brand new pallets of Adidas and brand new pallets of clothes. So we're going to be buying even more because we're going to run it all day. I'm just going to take advantage of it. Just run it all day long.
So when you say you're going to hire somebody else, does that mean you're not going to be doing the live selling yourself?
Oh, we're doing some of them. Yeah.
You'll be doing some of it?
Some of it. And then so I train somebody up, they can just run it all day long. And we'll be kind of more in the back end. What I'm looking to hire a younger man and a younger girl. So I want to have pretty faces on, not this ugly mug. It ain't going to help. Pretty young people. That's, from everything that I read, everything that I watched, and all the research I've done, younger people make for better shows.
All these spam calls. That's all I get anymore.
I know.
I don't get any calls. It's just texts.
Lots of spam calls. I get every potential spam every day.
Yeah, it's too much. I hate it.
So you said, Lori, you said you don't do live sales. Have you ever thought about doing it, or?
No, I dabbled with Whatnot. In fact, we kind of did it early on too. And just weren't having a lot of success, and I kind of wish maybe we'd stuck with it then. But then I went back to it over a year ago, and I had a ton of jewelry, and I thought maybe I'd try to niche down and just do jewelry there, or mostly jewelry. That's a really saturated market on Whatnot. And there are so many jewelry shows going on all the time. And I was trying to do it twice a week. And I don't know if you need to be on every single day. But I didn't want to give up everything else. I didn't want to switch completely over to Whatnot and go all in on Whatnot, which I kind of feel like, I don't know. I don't know if you can successfully do all of it, both. But
yeah, that's the thing. It's like pulling yourself in so many directions.
Yeah.
It's kind of difficult to do that.
Yeah. So I give it I don't know, I think 8 months of jewelry shows once or twice a week. And I mean, I was selling stuff, but I wasn't doing well. I was, selling jewelry for $2 to $3 a piece most of the time, with the occasional piece that might go for more.
Yeah.
And it was just a lot for not enough return for me. So
yeah, it is like that. When I first started Whatnot, I went right to video games and I did the whole $1 thing. And the first show eBay, I knew Whatnot really pushed us. And I had we had 150 people in it at one time. And I started everything at $1 and everything went for about what I wanted. Second show, we had a little less people, but I started everything at $1 and got what I wanted and just kept pushing the video game shows and kept getting it. And then slowed down and went back to it later on. And it never was the same. Didn't have the same amount of people, it was different. And not only that, the whole system was clogged. There were so many sellers, and later on, so many sellers in the same categories. And it's hard to deal with it. And then people, they watch the people on YouTube, or they have their special people they know, or Facebook, and everybody goes in that, and they're overpaying for the same thing that I'm trying to sell. And I don't understand. It's like, well, you're buying this for $80. You could have went to my show and got it for $30.
Yeah. No. And that's Whatnot is such a social platform. I mean, yeah. And I don't know that I care about being, I don't know. I feel like you have to be popular to be able to sell there. And I don't know that I care about that or want to worry about that. I just want to sell my stuff. I don't.
It's some.
I
I
don't.
just sell
I
stuff.
don't. I don't want to have to be entertaining. I don't want to have to worry about how I look. And I just want to sell my stuff.
That's it. I mean, care about my things, not
Yeah.
I don't want to. Whatever it is, and then everybody does like all the giveaway stuff, and I mean, I did the giveaway thing for a minute, but I don't want to worry about the giveaways. I don't want to worry. I just want to sell my items. I don't want to talk about everything. Just don't.
Yeah. Well, and now they have all the trains that you can be a part of. They're doing contests about who can sell the most in the shortest period of time. And I'm just like, no, I just want to sell my stuff.
Yeah. That's it. And I wanted to go for a decent price. I mean, I don't need every single dollar. I just want to make some money off of what I'm selling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, the thing is with a lot of these live shows, and I think for what I buy and I like to sell, my buyer more likely isn't going to be in that live show. You know what I mean? If I'm trying to get what the item should probably go for, you know, I'm always, if I sell something in those live shows, I think a lot of times I'm taking a big cut. I'm not ever going to get, like for instance, that top hits list or whatever. There's no way I'm getting $56.
Right. Yeah, that's not gonna happen.
Good
luck.
You got $4.
Yeah. Exactly.
I mean, but Ray, you're getting famous on YouTube now, and you might start getting a following, and
no, probably.
And then they'll buy it.
Then
they might pay you $100.
Yeah, 3 times what it's worth. It really gets me too. Like I'm like, and I'm not talking about. I don't know. They go in and they buy things. It's just so. I mean, you get so hyped up in this thing because I love this guy. I watch him on YouTube and he's like my favorite YouTuber. But he's selling something for $5 and you're paying $22 for it. It's like, it's amazing.
Yeah.
And I'm like, if that could happen to me, I would be a multi-millionaire. That's what I do all the time.
I'm not naming names. There's a lot of great YouTubers that we watch all the time. We know of in the reselling community. And I mean, and good for them. Really, like they've found like a way to make more money and have success and like on these platforms like that. I don't know if it's just something I could ever do.
Right.
Right. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely working for people. I get it. And that's great.
Yeah.
It just
it doesn't work for me.
Well,
yeah, that just don't see where
it's gonna work for you, but you're gonna have somebody else the face of it.
yeah. You're hoping it's gonna work for you.
Yeah.
Well, I'll pray.
Yeah. Watch. So your worker, you'll have this all set up. You'll have your workers on there all the time, going live for you, and then one day they call in sick, and then you go in there and you get 0 sales.
0 sales. Yeah, because they want.
Who the heck are you?
I'll stop in every now and then. It's like I want to be able to do it and push it all day long. That's and get what I can get out of it. That's what I'm looking at doing. Not slowing the horse down, just keeping it going and keeping it going, because you never know when it ends. And I know with this thing, they only sign you at 6 months at a time.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What?
It's only 6 months at a time.
Yep. So then they evaluate you. And,
Yep.
Oh no.
That's interesting.
Yep.
Better
6 month clip.
Better work your butt off so you get that contract renewed.
But here's the thing too, like if it's a 6 month clip, and say when your start date, say it's March 15th, you have your 6 months, and it lands on that 6 months land on the middle of the month. it stops you at the end of the month before. So it's really not 6 months. It's
Not even. A
yeah,
little less.
it's crazy. I don't understand why I do it. But yeah, I mean, we'll see how it goes.
Yeah.
But when are you actually? You haven't gone through the class yet. You don't know when you're actually going to get started yet.
Yeah, so Monday would be the classes. It would be
Okay.
onboarding and the class and all that changes, and then you watch the videos. You go through, I guess, a tutorial the way they were talking so far, and then it's then you can go on right after that. And they want you on for a certain period of time. They want you on for, I think it's 8 or 10 hours a week. So you have to do that.
Wow.
Yeah.
Honestly, I might just go live just for 8 hours on one day, and knock it out.
And knock it out, right? And you
Yeah.
can't listen. You can't go live for 8 hours anytime. So you can't go live for any time unless you're selling. You can't just do it to be like, hey, I'm just doing a what you call it. You know how sometimes people on Whatnot get on there and they just do like a search.
Yeah, just talk. Right.
No, can't do that. That's against the rules.
I don't know. I think it'd be better to be on every day because I think it's harder to establish a following when you're only doing it once a week.
You're right. I think so too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd rather do it all in one day and be done with it, but I'm not sure that's the way to be successful at it.
Right. I mean, if you want to get done with it, that's probably, a thing to do. Just let me get it over with. But I think if you go on every day, you can establish some types of precedent. So.
Yep. It looks like Chad's
You
back.
need you need a shed for your backyard?
I was going to say, is in some
How about that thing? Yeah. It's got a second story, 2-car garage.
Nice.
I think it's like $25,000. Let's see how much it costs.
I'm
Small
moving
house.
it.
They have a price in here somewhere. They used to. They moved it. Oh, that's pretty cool. I like looking at Amish-made furniture. Cool clock. I don't know if it's cool or not, but it's a barrel. It's like a wine barrel. $293. You know how when you first get into reselling, everything you see, it's like you walk through Walmart and you're like, oh, I could sell that. I could sell that. I've seen that before. You get really excited about everything you see.
Yes.
But I'm kind of feeling that way right now. Oh, here we go. Can you see that? $87,000.
$87,000.
Yeah, it went up a little bit in the last few years. So it's $67,000 plus the roof is $18,000 and upgrade of vinyl windows another $1,200.
Oh wow!
So,
just buy a house.
And that's
how big is that
for that price? I mean,
wow.
That's pretty big. Let me see if it says the size. 24 by 24.
Well, 24 by 24.
So it's got a huge upstairs. Like you could run your reselling business upstairs, no problem. Park your cars down underneath.
Yeah, you got some people buying places like that and living in them, like small homes.
Yeah. I actually, when I lived in Ohio, I used to live in a barn, a pole barn that it was 60 foot by 40 foot.
Yeah, there's pole barns.
And I built a 2-story apartment in the one end of it. So it was 20 by 40, 2 stories, so 1,600 square feet. And then I didn't have a reselling business then, but that would have been like the perfect building to have now for reselling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're actually looking to move. We're looking at houses and buildings and places and options and wanting to move in the next few months and trying to find something that we actually can operate our business out of has been harder than I thought.
Really? So you're looking also to get like a storefront?
How many square feet do you need?
Need is relative, right? the thing is that we're used to what we have right now, and we are probably probably have about 1,400 square feet that we're using for our business.
Mm.
And so now we don't need 2,800 square feet to live in. We don't, I don't know. Main thing is that we need a place to live for us it doesn't have to be huge, but it's got to have lots of area for our business and our storage, because we'd like to increase the amount of business we do. So we are going to need more storage.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I'm hoping at one point I can just have like a nice sized garage or something I can completely work out, like a detached garage. That's the idea. That's what I want.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
I mean, I have a lot of square footage to live in. I'm good with a bedroom, little kitchen, and dining room. I mean, I don't need much of anything.
What about your wife?
She's a little different.
Yeah, I'll say that wouldn't fly in too many marriages. Unless you live in a tiny house, you both have to be on board. But
we're trying to be more minimalist now. It's so crazy to say that. It got tons of stuff, but in my house and life, I'm trying to be a minimalist. I'm trying not to have as much stuff.
That does seem like an oxymoron for you that has 400,000 items.
Right. It's weird. It's weird to say, but I mean, I know reselling is part of my life, but it's like separate from my regular living facility, because when I used to, last, couple of years, I would bring so much stuff and I would bring it through the house, or sometimes it would sit in my living room, or it'd be in my dining room. It would be, I had things in my bedroom. I had things just, I'm like, I can't, it's so clustered and I can't wrap my brain around life. It need to be kind of separated, business and then life. And now I try not to have it around. And I don't want to see clutter in my normal life and my regular life. I don't mind seeing it when I'm doing this, but my brain.
That is why I got a separate space for sure.
Yeah.
I have my warehouse is like 1,000 square feet, and it's a mess. And that mess would be in my house if it wasn't for that. Now the downside is it's 6 miles from my house. Takes 13 minutes to get there. So I can't, like, if I get one order in today, I can't just like drive all the way over there to box up one item and then leave. It's not worth my time.
Right.
Plus it's taken away from family time. So having a business in my basement would be really nice for stuff like that. But keeping the mess out of my house is like priceless.
It is. Yeah.
I mean, the issue is with me, the stuff has to go through my house to get to my basement. So stuff gets like dropped off in the living room or the dining room, the kitchen right next to the basement door. And it's still there. It takes a little bit for me to sometimes to get what I bought down to this basement.
That wouldn't. My wife is a neat freak. That would not work for me.
Yeah.
But not a neat freak. She's OCD and everything's got a place, and there's no place for my stuff.
Right. It's difficult. It's difficult for me. My mind cannot get clear if I'm still around the things I keep looking at. It's a lot. It's easier for my peace.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you guys feel the same way, but it's easier for the peace if I don't have it in my. I don't want to see it in my living room. I don't want to see it anywhere. I just don't.
I would like to have a more dedicated, set aside space for working, but it does kind of overflow into our living area too.
Yeah.
But that, that's if there is no reseller that that can say that's never happened. I don't know.
That's how you start.
I don't know what. But like I grew up, like I heard my father, he was a reseller, and he always traded and bartered and sold things. And in our house, there was times when it was just a pathway to like the couch and not block the television. and it was just a
Oh,
path
wow.
through the home. And my mother would always go,
No.
I can't stand it. I can't stand it. So I watched my mother her whole life not be comfortable in her own home because my father was a reseller and left everything everywhere. So that's something I didn't want to do.
Yeah. It also it becomes more of a business versus a hobby, maybe a little.
Yeah.
Like when it's in another location and you're paying rent on that location, you might treat it a little more like take it more seriously and I don't know.
Yeah.
Mentally, maybe that's the thing.
And you posed a really good statement because when it's in your house, you'll treat it more like a side hustle than it is as a business to it. I mean, I can see that.
What is that noise? Anybody hearing that?
That was me.
Oh.
Yeah. My noise canceling mic. I don't know if the noise canceling's on. I think it's automatic. So let me see if I can fix
this. I don't even know how to describe whatever that was.
My noise canceling mic is making noise.
Oh, you want to hear it? Let's see.
It sounded like, I don't know, like some kind of electronic bug or something. I don't know.
R2D2.
Yeah.
No. My computer makes a certain noise if I scan something that I can't use.
Oh, okay.
You ever seen the movie Short Circuit?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, when I was a kid.
That's what he sounded like.
Yeah.
No.
I never seen it, so I don't know.
Yeesh.
Johnny Five.
That's quite a memory.
Before your time.
Yep. I know, I'm the youngin.
Yeah. That's okay. I'll go back to your age.
Yeah. How was the flea market, Jay, this past weekend? Because I didn't make it out there.
Actually, we didn't go Saturday. We wound up going Sunday, and Sunday was really, really good. It was a good day.
Okay.
What happened with us on Saturday? Our van, we picked up a load on Friday night, and the front wheel, the nuts on the tires, they came off. So we lost all of our studs on our tire. We were down. So we wound up going and getting some more lug nuts and all, but the studs wound up breaking except for one, and that was just hanging on by a thread. So we had to get towed back into town, and luckily we had like one of those real industrial floor jacks, and we put it underneath so I was able to pull the van up on the lift without it causing too much damage. So we spent Saturday fixing the van. So we missed the flea market on Saturday, but Sunday was awesome because it was beautiful out.
That's good.
Yeah. But the van's back to normal. Everything's good.
I'm not frozen on here, am I?
No.
Because on Riverside on my laptop, I'm frozen, which is weird.
No, you're not frozen at all.
I don't know. It says trying to reconnect. So
No,
on my laptop, that's not good. One thing on my phone because but that's on my laptop. That's producer mode, so I don't know. Hopefully, there's no issues. But,
Well, you know better than to ask me.
I need a new laptop too, though. Like I know it's just I've had this thing for probably 7 or 8 years.
Beware buying one from Amazon, I'll tell you that. So we wound up buying 2 new laptops in 2 months, and we bought a new one off of Amazon. Brought it in. My wife really didn't take a look at it. She did something, opened the thing up, did something with it, and didn't do it again. And we went back to it, after the 30 days to send it back was up. And that thing ran like a snail, and nothing was updated. It was terrible. Worst computer I've ever seen. It was brand new, and it was buyer beware. So we went to Best Buy and bought a new one, and that runs perfect. So
yeah, usually Best Buy's pretty good with that.
You think you're getting a nice deal. You think you're buying HP. Yeah, you're buying HP probably from someone who bought a bunch of used ones from China and make them look nice and then do something in the inside, and you get what you pay for. $300.
Yeah.
Really garbage.
I'm gonna see if this works. Because I did do like a video showing, and I didn't release it yet, but I made a video of me showing the inside of these little micro machine cars, and on Buy It All, I didn't no clue about these cars. Like, so let's see, it's kind of like a viewfinder. Like these little mini cars have like a viewfinder thing on top of it, which is really neat.
That's cool.
Let me see. I'm gonna see if I can show. I don't know, because I did it on my phone. Let's see.
Yeah, I heard you guys talking about it, but I was on was doing eBay, but I was listening on YouTube.
You can kind of see it.
Oh, that's cool. Hold on. So,
Yeah.
Yeah, you kind of see it a little bit. Oh, it's like a house. You see houses and stuff.
You see like
a town. Oh no.
No, it's like should be two guys in there with some fish.
Oh, okay. All right. I mean,
your imagination.
Yeah. Yeah, there should be some. Oh no, it's one guy in there. The other one I have is two guys driving the exploration one, because this one I just showed you was Art's Fish Market, and then the exploration one is like two guys driving it, and I think they just have like some safari type gear in the back. Yeah, these are awesome. And then, so I found this one. Let me see if I can get it. I had no clue. And this one I didn't even talk about on Buy It All, but this micro machine is so neat. Like I took pictures of it, was listening to it, and I'm like, no, like I was so confused because I seen a couple other listings. I'm like, how did that even happen? But I can see. I can open it up, and there's a little car in the mini car.
oh wow!
Oh my gosh, that's so cool.
So are they called macro and micro machines?
Well, I don't know. It
was a joke.
Oh, okay.
Really?
Oh my gosh, it went right over my head. I forget what this type of one is. Like, I think this one's literally just called Insiders. But it's a Micro Machine Insiders, which is
wow.
Yep.
That is cool. So,
what's it worth?
I think it's worth around $30 as long as you have the car, the mini yellow car. Yep. That was worth it.
Yeah,
that was my
$5.
I paid $5 for that whole container of that whole it was like a gas can that had probably maybe 12 slots of Micro Machine cars in there. So that was worth it for $5.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah.
Tell you, I'm just listing a bunch of. I made listings yesterday of a bunch of WWE DVDs. Those prices of those things went down horribly.
Are they DVDs?
Yeah. Unless and there's some good ones out there. Don't get me wrong, but I guess all 50 that I have are, like $10 and less. So I'm gonna try to run some DVD sales. I've never done before. Maybe anybody knows how to do it. I would like to put the DVDs on there and put a sale. When you buy one, you pay for shipping, but everyone else you get for free. I'm not really certain how to do that, I mean, I see it,
Yeah.
sale and do like some type of shipping thing, but I don't know how to actually implement it.
I don't know. I haven't tried that.
And I think
But
that
be sure to report back when you figure it all out.
I will, and then because I want to really know how different the DVD sales will go if I do that. So, and I'm sure you would sell more because I'm just trying to sell in quantity other than just one at a time. Yeah, absolutely. But how you guys' sales been this week though? Have they been good? No.
Improving from February. February was not good for me. So
Yeah, the
the
end of
last,
February was terrible, but
I don't know. My last week of February was better than the rest of February had been. So ebb and flow, right? I don't know.
yeah. So your end was good.
Yeah.
My end was terrible. So I mean, I guess it's like a give or take. I guess. I mean, it's
If you're not selling, somebody else is. Yeah.
yeah. I mean, one store was good though. I'm not gonna lie. Like my personal one I had by myself was slow. The one the one that my brother and I run together, that was busy. It pretty stays busy, and I like it like that. I mean, but
It's funny how things like, I don't know, sell in similar things. Like I'll sell one and then I'll sell several other things like that, even though they've been sitting out there forever. And like yesterday, I shipped a lampshade, these are vintage lampshades, the big drum
yeah,
lampshades. Shipped one yesterday. Then I sold another one today and had to ship it too.
really.
Yeah. Both of them were on Etsy too.
What's the how
So,
many lampshades have you sold prior to that?
oh, I sell them all the time if I can pick them up for cheap.
Really?
They're awkward. They're easy to ship because I mean they're not really breakable or anything or fragile. They're just big. You just need a big box to fit it.
Yeah.
One of those lampshades, I mean I sold both of them for $60.
So is there certain lampshades we should be looking out for? Is it more of the older ones, fluted
Older
type
ones.
lampshades, or
These are just fabric ones. I'm not talking about glass ones either, which is a whole nother thing. But just vintage lighting in general, I do really well with. Now, table lamps by themselves, not so much unless they're special. But the shades, I'll buy the lamp just for the shades if it has a good shade. And the pleated, do you remember like from the 70s, the pleated shades? They're just like a drum shade. They have fabric with pleats on them.
yes,
That was one of them. The one I sold today was just like a drum shade that had burlap on it. It was just burlap. It was ugly as heck, but
well, is the burlap burlap should be 70s too, right?
yeah.
Yeah. We wound up getting in a pick some window curtains, the orange ones that they had in the 70s.
Yes.
Long ones, and then the heavy kind of burlap looking ones. And I did not realize how expensive those things are. People want some of these 70 designs to put in their house.
Which is beyond me. 70s is hideous, but
yeah, that's what I said. Like, what? I mean, to each his own, I guess,
That's right. I'll sell it.
Yeah, I'll sell it. I mean, you love it, I'll sell it.
Sometimes ugly sells.
Yeah.
That's true. That's true.
Ugly sells. I mean, look, my wife bought me, and I got lucky.
I just got an offer on a sticker I've had for a while, but Jay knows about my stickers.
I do.
I bought a bunch of stickers for like probably I was like $10 all in or something. But this artist, it's I'm probably gonna pronounce the name wrong, but Boynton, I think. But does like a lot of characters like I think like she'll have bears, or I guess what's that one, like a bunny rabbit, maybe a hamster or something like that. But they're all like cartoons or from the 80s. But she did like a lot of, actually I might have a pin right here. But anyway, she some of her stickers have gone for like a lot of money. I had a 3-pack of similar style stickers when I have here, but difference was these were the ones I sold were a little bit larger and they were round, and I got $150 for all 3 stickers together.
Wow.
And these ones, I guess because I couldn't find any, and I just sold those stickers when I listed these, I just sold the other ones for $150. And I'm like, well, I'm gonna split these up, and I'm gonna get like whatever, like $80 a piece for them or something. I'm gonna try it because there's no other comps on these, nothing. And even though they're not as large, but it's a different. They're just different. And even so, I look on here right now. There's none that are available at all. That are except for the ones I have. But I look back in December was the only other time in 3 years that there was any available, and it Sandra Boynton, somebody said chat's helping out, Sandra Boynton. But it's what was I saying? So the only other one in the past 3 years was this past December, and it was what $45 was sold for all 3. So I don't know, like, do I go off that comp because that's the only one in the past 3 years? Like, is that really the going rate? I know I'm probably over if mine are around $80 a piece. Definitely, and I've had them for a little while, so I know my amount is there. But Jay also knows when I had these stickers, I had this woman, I wouldn't really budge on the prices on my stickers because she kept coming back every month. In 2024, she kept coming back every single month and spending $100 to $200 in stickers at one time.
Stickers. I mean, stickers. Yeah. That's absolutely. I mean, I guess there's a market for collectible 80s
people
stickers.
love their collections.
Wow. Yeah, he was selling some stickers.
Yep. And I only had like $10 into them, so that's why I think, I don't know. I do need to reevaluate the price. I don't think they're $80, but they were all, now they're offering, their offer was $15 for each sticker. So that's a big jump.
I've got to look these up because I'm not familiar with Sandra Boynton. Boynton, is that what it was?
Boyton.
Yeah.
It got me.
And TON.
It got me thinking about you, Ray, when Quirky was talking the other day on the podcast about when he goes into estate sale, he'll go into where like the offices are and look for the pencils and stuff. That's when you told me those are the kind of places you look for the stickers at. Mm-hmm. And so that when he was saying that, it got me thinking about you and where you find your stickers at. So don't pass that end up. I don't know. So Quirky, when you're looking for pencils or anything, or maybe he's just there, do you ever find it?
Yeah, can you hear me?
I can hear you now.
Rarely do I find stickers.
Yeah.
I know, like Happy Heart Treasures, they go through a lot of storage. They buy a lot of storage containers, whatever, and they find a lot of stickers in their bins, and there's pretty good money in them. Well, some of them.
Yeah.
I know about Lisa Frank stickers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Lisa Frank stuff in general, but I hadn't heard about the Sandra. So
I mean, it's not all her stuff goes for a bunch of money. I think, it's like one of those things. I had the right buyer that kept coming back and back and back.
yeah.
And I don't. She's moved on. She probably already had these stickers.
Yeah.
So
She moved on from you, right?
Yep. I sold everything to her that she wanted. I'm telling you, it was a whole entire year. Every month she was spending $100 to $200.
Yeah.
That's nice. Need more of those buyers.
Yeah, I've never had a better.
Sounds like a disease.
I went out and started looking for stickers. I couldn't find any.
Let's see.
And then she's going to open up a return.
Didn't they have like the puffy stickers? Aren't those a thing too?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That and the scratch and sniff ones were really good. Any of the scratch and sniff ones I had in there, a lot of those were like $20 stickers. Even just for one little sticker, it was a $20 sticker.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
I don't get it. Are they just super collectible, or what?
It's the nostalgia factor, I think.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're from
But
the 80s.
are you going to stick them on things?
Heck no. I mean, not collecting them and paying that kind of money.
No.
Dang, I'm just looking at Sandra.
Are you putting them in? What are you doing with them?
Putting them in I don't know.
I guess a scrapbook or something like
And
that.
a scrapbook and an album, yeah.
Yeah, but don't use them. Just have them on the sheet like that.
I mean, I guess you could put them in a frame and then hang them on your walls. I don't know. Like
I just sold some stickers not that long ago that had lost the adhesiveness to it. Let me see when I sold them. I don't think I got too much, but nobody would think to sell like old stickers like, oh, they don't work anymore.
I don't know. I'm constantly surprised at what people buy.
Let me see.
oh yeah.
Right.
I'm gonna look now because I did sell some Coca-Cola stickers last week.
Coca-Cola.
Yep. I think it was $65 for 199 Coca-Cola stickers.
Wow. How much? 65?
65, yeah.
I just noticed that on YouTube that the name of our, I guess, live is That Deal Was Toast.
Yeah, because I advertised it with toast today. So
I've seen it. But what deal did you ever have that was toast?
Does toast mean good or bad?
What's that mean, Ray? Explain that.
I don't know. I mean,
No, it's like the people that see the image of Jesus on their toast or something, right? That's kind of what I thought you were going for. Or Mary, they see Mary.
oh man,
I've seen a
What's pretty
Sandra
good?
Boynton sticker on my toast. Wonder if you could spell that.
I don't know. I mean, so really, what I was going for, I don't know. I was just using AI to make a title, but
That's cool.
But really, no. I guess like you go with like what deal for you went wrong? When did you get burned on a deal?
I got burned this week.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Another thing I just noticed. I'm sorry about that. I just noticed Quirky has this microphone. He got this thing like went around his neck. I just noticed that.
Yeah.
Has it been like that the whole time?
No. Hold on. There. I'm switching over.
He went. He's
No, I don't want to hold my microphone. Yeah. This is the best microphone. Hold on, I got to show my Bluetooth off yet. Hold on.
It's no longer Quirkypicker. It's MC Mr. Toast.
MC Picker. You're MC. Yeah. I need to get a poster of him on there and put it behind me. Wouldn't that be cool? Everybody have a poster of each other behind their head.
Oh man. But no, like really, like have you guys had a deal that you got burnt on? Like you thought it was a good deal, and you get home and you're like, wait a minute, this wasn't it.
Yeah, well, I guess you could say that. We bought a cash register recently, $25 at a thrift store. Seemed to be working. They said it was working. And this is a newer one. It's not a big one, so it's not really heavy or anything. But sold it pretty quickly for $90. But I did one of those things where you sell similar, and I didn't pay attention to the title. Didn't get it updated. The title said it came with a whole bunch of thermal, tape with it, 8 rolls of printer, which it did not. It was not, and it wasn't in the pictures, but it was in the title. And they upped the return and said that it didn't come with the tape and wasn't working right also. So I don't know, it's on its way back, but those bigger items that do cost more to ship hurt when you do a return on them.
Yeah.
Not huge, but
yeah.
I'm kind of done doing self-similars. I get so tired of having to go through all these emails and delete, remove. Like, they just put something in there, putting something in there, like not available, unknown. I clear all that out. And I'm like, it'd be so much easier just to list something as a new item. I mean, what are you getting when you do a similar? A title?
Well, sometimes details are accurate, just not often. Not often enough.
I still find it to be quicker to sell similar. I don't care if it's just does not apply or anything. I just erase it. It doesn't take no time to do any of that.
But
I just way quicker.
I go out, I upload my pictures to ChatGPT and say, write me a title and a description and give me keywords. And it instantly does it. And so I've already got the photos taken. So I just list the new item, take the title that ChatGPT gave me, copy that in. And then there's only, usually how many required item descriptions, specifications are there? Like 3 or 4 sometimes, maybe 5.
Depends on the category.
Yeah.
But I mean, that are mandatory. Not a lot though.
Oh, 3.
Yeah.
Most.
Yeah.
4 at most.
I just do the bare minimum there, and then copy or paste the description information in, and then put my price and go. I mean, I find it just as quick. I hate, and then you know how some people will add their own categories that don't even exist for the item?
Yes.
I delete all that stuff out because I delete the measurements out because I'm not positive their measurements are right. And I'm like, it would just be easier to list it from scratch. That's how I feel.
Well, I definitely have to be more careful. I'm usually pretty careful, but every now and then. Well, we all mess up, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So what was the result of your mess up? I forget. Did you say what the? Okay.
It's being returned. So I had to
because you didn't include the accessories. Did you
because
say
it didn't
there
have
was
the
stuff
tape
added?
that was in. It said that there was registered tape included in the title that I didn't.
How much does that cost?
I don't even have a clue. But they also said it wasn't. That was the first thing they said, but then they also said it wasn't working correctly, which they didn't elaborate. And it was Mercari, and Mercari just automatically approved it. So
that deal was toast.
Yes, it was.
I'll tell you, I had a deal that was toast. Very stupid, and I don't make the same mistake. So some years and years back, there were some video games, PS1 stuff, and guy had a deal, and there was a bunch of other sharks around. So it's kind of like, I got to make this deal and make it fast. I picked up some of the things and opened the things. Some of the games were there. Made a deal with the guy real quick. Wound up getting back home, and 3/4 of the games were not in the cases.
Oh.
That deal was toast.
I've had that happen before. And I've had with video games too, and Jay knows this also because I asked him if there was any way to fix this, but there was. I bought a bunch of games where the games were there, but the manuals inside for some reason, like even the manuals and I guess even on the disc, it just had this like musty smell that was just stuck to it. No matter what I did, I did all my tricks to try to get the smell out. It would not work. It was just so potent. It was not giving up at all, to the point I ended up blowing them out. Like I gave $1. Somebody could even play the game or something like that. They could figure it out. I literally took them out there to like a yard sale I had at my house and just sold them for $1 each, because it's just too much. Like,
yeah.
But I was spending way more time trying to get these things clean and because you can get the smell removed from most objects, but no, my burnt toast deal. I somebody at a yard sale had a bunch of autographed photos, and they were all framed up and everything. It looked great. They looked really nice. You know, most of them are. I mean, because being from Baltimore, most of them were Ravens players, but I think I got them for probably like a few bucks a piece or something, all autographed. I get home and I'm like, I'm not going to ship these things in the frame. That's going to be too costly. I'd rather, some of the frames are okay. Some of them are really not the best frames. They're probably like Dollar Tree style frames. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to take them out of frames. Most of the ones that I was taking out of the frames, the photo was stuck to the glass. Yep. And it was probably because they were out there early in the morning and you get that mildew or something, like it was just completely
that
stuck.
moisture.
Yeah.
So did you ever have a deal that was toast, but then it wound up being able to put butter on it?
Well.
I'll start. Another video game deal. I thought, it was okay. I may have overpaid just a little bit more than what I wanted to. I'm like, it was light toast. But then when I got home and going through the games, some people take games that just don't belong in the cases and they put with them. So there was some of these were double disked up and some of them were some rarer games, even if you sold without a case. And I had probably half a dozen of those games just sitting in the cases. One was like Klonoa, sold for $200. And so that was butter on top of that toast.
Wow. I went to an estate sale once. There was an online estate sale, and they were selling adult diapers. There was probably 15 packs of unopened adult diapers. Mm-hmm. And I don't know if you guys know that they're worth money.
Absolutely.
Some of them sell for like $10 a pack, $20 a pack, depending on the brand size. So I paid $6. When I got to the estate sale, the whole house smelled like mothballs. Mm. They did say that it was a smoker's house, which I didn't think about, but the bathroom back where these diapers were stored smelled like mothballs, bad. And I brought those things back to my warehouse, and it reeked. I could smell them from 20 feet away. Mothballs are the worst. I tried everything to get the smell out of those. I put them in a Rubbermaid container with an ozone device and let it run. And it got to the point where I tried so many different things, gave up and threw them all away. But I only had $6 in them. And then the estate sale company's like, we'll give you your money back because we didn't really disclose they smelled like mothballs. And I'm like, don't worry about it. Because I have a good relationship with the company and I don't nitpick over things. I get so many great deals that occasionally I make a bad deal and I just chalk it up to, write it off or whatever.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I don't want them to ever think of me as somebody that, can't be trusted, or I don't know. I could be lying to them as far as they know. I mean, they did know the house smelled like mothballs, but they didn't think that that would like absorb into some of the items they sold. But it's just like smoke, right? When you got books that smell like smoke, it takes a long time for that smell to leave books. And I've researched 20 different ways to get smell out of books, from putting them in your freezer, putting them outside, ozone, putting them in a container with like baking soda, whatever, and nothing really works 100%. In my
My
opinion.
ice tastes like menthol.
I got like 5 or 6 containers filled with like a few items in each, with like some baking soda or something in there, just trying to get the smell out. Another trick is too, what I would put in there too, it's kind of weird, but if you put coffee grinds in there, like instead of doing the baking soda, you do coffee grinds, it'll replace the smell with coffee, but then you go back in and then do the baking soda, and it'll actually get rid of the coffee smell, and everything's gone. It's weird how I've done it. It's a little trick.
It's a lot of hoops to jump through.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but the baking soda
It better be
sometimes
worth
takes
it.
too long
Right.
when it's smoke. I don't know why. When it's smoke, it takes too long with that baking soda.
Yeah, so coffee. I've smelled coffee before that reminds me of skunk. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't tell. Is that coffee aroma or a skunk? I can't tell the difference.
That's true.
That is true.
Oh man. Well, it's like you ever seen the movie The Bucket List?
Yeah.
And
I don't remember everything about it, but
the one
Morgan
guy?
Freeman?
No, the other guy. Nicholson, right?
Jack
Nicholson.
Yeah, he because he's the owner of that hospital and stuff like that. And he roll in like first thing, they're rolling in his like fancy coffee maker or espresso machine, and Morgan Freeman's like, what is that over there? Like what does that do? It's like this huge, massive coffee maker, and but by the end of it, later on, he tells him what's in that coffee that he makes, and it is not pleasant. Like it's literally crap. Yeah. So possibly skunk.
I smelled that already.
Yeah.
The other morning, I hit a skunk that was dead on the road by accident. It was on the edge of the road, and I was driving. I wasn't really paying attention. It was dark. All of a sudden, I saw the skunk at the last second, and I ran over it. I'm like waiting, and I'm like, I don't smell anything. And then like 10 seconds later, my whole vehicle just smelled with skunk. And it lasted 2 days. By the time I got home that night, you could smell skunk at her house. It's like, I don't know. I must have broke his bladder sack and sprayed all over my undercarriage of my truck or something. But it took like 2 days to get rid of it.
No.
Wow.
That's yeah, I know I was scared, but I went outside. I lived in West Virginia for a minute, and I remember going outside in the morning like, this is great. And this is when I smoked, and I lit a cigarette up, and the sun was just rising. It was morning just coming, and I seen out of the corner of my eye something on the ground. It was a skunk, and I was like, oh no. And I'm glad it didn't like get scared and squirt me or anything. They just walked away so normal.
Yeah. Yeah, as long as you don't spook them, they don't spray. They're pretty hard to scare, actually. Like a barking dog will scare them. But
they don't spray. How do they hit you with the scent?
They have to lift their tail. So if you catch them in a trap and they can't lift their tail, they won't spray you. I've caught one in an animal trap before, trying to catch a groundhog. So yeah, I just put a blanket over top of it and then opened up the one end, and then it left.
Okay.
But I've ran into some in the wild, and they didn't spray me. I didn't spook it, I guess.
Yeah, nope.
But I don't want to find out.
Jay knows it always stinks around here where we live.
Yeah, we there's a poop plant where we're at, and it's
like every morning it's awful.
Yeah,
and it's right across from the flea market.
Yeah, right across from the flea market.
So Jay sets up out there, and it's out right in front at the flea market, and it's right across the street. And it's so strong in smell. It's
The smell just
awful.
wafts.
Yep.
There's the word. Word of the week. Waft. It just wafts itself over, dude. It's not good.
A couple blocks away from my house, we go on a walk a lot of times in the evenings, and there must be some kind of vent on the sewer system right in front of this house, across the road from this house. Because every time you walk through there, you just smell sewer. And I'm like, yeah, I wouldn't be able to, I wouldn't buy this house for $1.
Wouldn't want to live there. Yeah.
No way am I gonna smell that every morning.
Yep. Yeah, it's bad. We can't even have our windows open at night because that's when they have that place pumping. And it's like, if you have your windows open at night, everything's fine, but then you wake up and it just smells like crap. So better sleep with your windows closed. But all right.
Hey, what's the chat doing? Have you been looking at the chat?
I don't know. I think we stink them out.
Everyone left.
Yeah, it's like burnt toast in here.
Yeah. What's the average attention?
That's a pretty terrible smell.
The average attention span of the reseller is how long? We all have ADHD, right? Isn't that one of the prerequisites to being a reseller?
And Dave's our king.
Yeah, Dave's king, but we're all that way.
Yeah. Well, we're at the 2-hour mark, so we should probably wrap it up.
Nobody's left.
Yeah, nobody's here anyways.
I'll say goodbye to each other.
But
they all went over to watch Josh Galt.
Oh, is he live?
He goes live at noon every day.
Oh, okay. Cool. Well, if everybody wants to go around. Oh, where'd Jay go?
I'm right here. They went down telling me I only have 5% left on my iPad. So.
Oh yeah, so we definitely gotta say our goodbyes. Well, hopefully it'll kick out. You can't close that thing out either. So yeah.
No. I have a charger right here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Don't get it too low. It's fine. I just turned this way so that light doesn't shine behind me. And
Yeah. Yep. Well, 2 hours is a lot. Maybe someday we'll do like a 24-hour marathon. Is that possible?
Could be.
Yeah.
Got to get a bunch of people in it. Like,
Yeah.
We can all take our times and some leave and some come in.
There you go.
Yeah, just 6 hours of me. Just 6 hours of me snoring in bed.
Well, one of us will have to stay up. But I thought that on YouTube we should make like a TV channel that's just reselling content. Like you go to one place and then you just watch reselling program. I mean, we can kind of already do that, but it's not all in one place. And then each one of us, you get a 30-minute block that you got to fill every day.
Yeah, and do like a reselling show. Like you could do reselling shows like nobody else does. I mean, that's kind of a cool concept.
We could just do like the 24-hour reseller version of the Truman Show. We just gotta find somebody who doesn't know that.
Yeah, that'd be crazy.
Oh man!
Just put cameras up all over the place.
Yeah.
So, anyone going to any yard sales this weekend? Before we got to head out here.
No.
Estate sales, yard sales, anything?
I'm gonna try and hit some estate sales tomorrow, maybe.
Okay.
Nope.
Have you seen photos of them yet?
No, I need to get on and look.
Oh, you don't know where they're at. You just assume there's some somewhere.
I still don't some, but we're running low on inventory. Crazy. So,
Man, I wish I was.
That's because you're selling so much.
Yeah, quit selling so much.
yeah. Need to buy some good stuff.
Yeah.
Let's buy some
Ray's
stuff
wife-
from Jay when he goes
Ray's
live.
wife just bought a car. Congratulations, Ray.
Oh yeah, she did on Tuesday. Went out and got her a new car.
A new one?
That's
New?
fun.
Yeah, new. She upgraded her. She had a Hyundai Venue, 2022, and we upgraded to a 2026. But basically, I mean, she was only upside down like around $1,000 by the time like what they paid us for and everything. So it just made sense. She had like 55,000 miles or something like that on it, and she needed new tires like very, very badly. She needed oil change. She needed brakes. There's a lot of things she needed. She needed her vehicle probably detailed because her dog's hair was like everywhere in that thing. Which that was going to probably cost us. But if you add all that stuff up, I just said that was probably going to cost us $1,000. So if we were upside down around 1,000, then and we can just knock it out in one day, and she gets a brand new car with a brand new warranty and no miles, on it. Like,
yeah, brand new car payment.
She's got a
Nice.
cheaper car payment, $60 cheaper than what it was.
That's
Because
good.
we negotiate a better rate and everything. So
Oh, that's very nice.
yeah,
That was a no-brainer then.
yeah, we made out really good. They gave me a hard time. The dealership, they said I was the toughest negotiator they've had in a long time.
They probably tell that to everybody.
No, I had the.
I don't trust anything a car salesman says.
No, I had the general manager, kind of like he was flabbergasted. He didn't know what to say. We'll put it that way. They came with their number. They started with that, and then I wasn't giving up a number right away. And then he kept pushing, and I was like, "Fine, I'll tell you my number." Then he's trying to get another number out of me. I'm like, "No, that's not how this works. It's your turn." He's like, "I'm like, you gave me a number. I give you a number. Now it's your turn." And he didn't like it. He left the desk like, okay, I'll be right back. So it was good. It was definitely a good deal.
Yeah. What day of the month did you buy that?
It was
towards the end of February?
No, it was just this past Tuesday.
Oh, 2 days ago?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay. This American Life did a story a long time ago about the best day of the month to buy a car, and it's always the last day of the month because a lot of dealerships get incentives based on how many cars they sold that month. And if they're like one car short, they almost take a loss on that final car because it means they get all sorts of incentives from the dealer, from the car manufacturers, because they sold X amount of cars that month. Okay. So yeah, it was pretty interesting. That never buy at the first of the month because they have no incentives at that point.
Oh, now you tell him.
But you just did, obviously.
I don't know. I think I did pretty
Too
good.
late.
I also,
okay.
Hyundai used to give you oil, like I think it's like maybe 4 or 5 oil changes for free or something like that when you purchase a car from there. They stopped doing that within the last year. I got them to throw in two free ones too. So yeah. I worked a lot of magic.
I'll have you do my negotiating next time, maybe.
I think I'm just going to start a negotiating side hustle.
There you go.
Yeah. Yeah. Resellers, we're great at buying cars because we know how to negotiate.
I'll take 3 or 4% whatever I save you. Yep.
I'm driving through Delaware University right now, and there is 1,000 students all around me. It's crazy. Yep. Oh, classes must have just got out or something.
Wow.
It's Friday. Wait, what's today? Thursday?
It's Thursday. It's Thursday.
Yeah. You don't even know what day we record this podcast.
I don't even. Hey, when I was a full-time reseller, I never knew what day it was. So as long as they don't walk out in front of me. Man, there's just people everywhere. This is
Yeah, be
crazy.
careful.
I wish I could turn my camera around so you could see, but I don't know how to flip the camera around on this software.
Well, you're driving by somebody different. I mean, the one week it was the Amish guy that you waved to.
Yeah. All right. Let's see.
Now you got a bunch of college
Here's
students.
Yeah. They won't look at me. They're scared of me.
I don't know.
College kids, they look at their phones and they look down. They never look up. They don't look up. I'm looking
No,
at
they
like
don't.
10 kids right now, looking down, looking at the phone, on the phone, looking down. Yeah. Headphones.
Yeah, they cross the street without even looking. They're just like, go.
Yeah.
It's like, that's amazing.
Phone. 6 in a row. 7 out of 8. Yeah. Kids these days.
All right, I think that's the longest we've gone over, so we're 12 minutes over.
Right. Yep.
Everybody,
I've stalled as long as I could.
everybody go around and tell everybody where they can find you.
My name's James or Jay. You can find me at my house. No, I'm just joking. It's so stupid. Jay, big
Buried
City
in his
Flips,
death pile.
Find me on. Yep, I'll take my house too. I'll give you my address. Big City Flips. You can find me on YouTube and on Instagram. Big City Flips.
I'm Chad, the Quirkypicker. You can find me on Instagram at, I think it's Quirkypicker Chad. Some order like that. Make sure I don't hit this college student. All right, we're good. Yep, that's where I'm at. I post all the cool things that I sell on eBay or all the questions I have about eBay. It all goes on Instagram.
And I'm Lori-Happypicker on just about every platform there is. Struggling small YouTube channel. But most of my time is probably spent on Instagram, so find me there.
All right. And I'm Ray, Triple R Collections. You can find me under that same name on YouTube or Instagram. And don't forget, Reseller Lunchbox, we have a Instagram. So I've been posting some reels and if you want to keep updated when we're going live, or maybe if we have a theme of the week, like today's burnt toast, definitely make sure you follow. So.
It would have been, listen, now, would we go viral if Chad would have hit one of the college students in his van? This would have been a viral. It would have been viral.
I don't think we should wish for that.
Yeah, we're gonna end it there so we don't. Chad doesn't hit a college student. All right, so we'll see.
Don't put that in the thumbnail either. Like,
we'll see you.
Bye, guys.
Me ramming down some college student in my van. Yes.
See you later, guys.
Bye.
I'm having trouble disconnecting.
Bye, chat.
Who's left in the chat? Are you still there?
Yeah, I'm still here, but I think it's still live.
We're still live. We gotta leave it.
Here, let me see. I might have to go back into producer. So
I won't leave yet.
Yeah. Because it
my best offer got denied of $85 for that stereo.